It's the Villains Talk Show with Sara, Vike, C4, Insanieac, Sir Jeremy, and the Great Grease Goblin. Hello and welcome to the Villains Talk Show. I am one of your hosts, C4, accompanied with Sara, Vike, Sir Jeremy, the Great Grease Goblin, and our special guest, Steggy. She is a VTuber? V-streamer?
Yep.
Perfect. And today is Talk Show Wednesdays. We've also started basically become a podcast. You can download us on your phone anywhere you get podcasts. Or you can go on YouTube, but it seems like that's just a sinking ship. But I mean, if you want to go on YouTube. Otherwise, this is the live show. Hello and welcome. And today we're talking about VTubing. It's become huge, and we are so lucky that we actually have a VTuber on definitely way more popular than us. So this is the most we have ever gotten. This is just a taste. But yeah,
I mean, we had that published right around once.
we did.
Very cool.
Man, so you're up there. You're in our Hall of Fame. So thank you again.
Jeez.
Thank you again for coming.
No pressure at all.
Oh
So,
gosh.
so
All
why
the
don't
stress.
Thank you.
you start by introducing yourself?
All right. Hello. I am Steggy. I also stream, but I do a bunch of different things. Hello.
Hello, it's good to meet you.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you for having me on your stream. I do appreciate it. This is a really cool experience.
No.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. But saying that, so just my first question is, so are you wearing the full, so just for people who are listening on podcasts right now, you are in your full VTuber form right now, but
Yep.
we can't see what's actually behind the screen. So are you in I imagine you in a full, have you ever seen Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, mocap suit.
Yeah, the full. I imagine you sitting there with a full mocap suit, little balls all over you, and you're sitting there, and that's how you stream. And people are sitting there going waifu in the chat, and you're thinking to yourself in this one piece, in these little balls, be like, man.
Believe it or not, no, actually, it's just my webcam.
What? How does that work?
Yeah, so I'm currently using a program called Luppet. It's kind of like the beta version. It's just something that someone's created, but it uses full facial tracking. And for the most part, body tracking if you've got the extra pieces for it. But yeah, no, it just uses your webcam, and it just kind of tracks your face, it tracks your eyes, and then it just uses visemes that have been created on the model for your mouth to move.
That's really neat. That's crazy technology.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
no
yeah,
idea
it's
that was
cool.
possible.
Okay, how long have you been doing this then for?
Less than a year. A little bit less than a year. Yeah, when I first started streaming, I didn't have a webcam at all, and I just used cute little anime girls in the corner of my stream just to kind of give it a little bit more personalization. But I kind of got introduced to the whole VTubing thing, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I just wanted to get my hands on it. So, and I'm a very creative person, so it was really cool to kind of create my own look and be able to kind of portray a character, or just, I don't know, something that's more me, I guess. So it was kind of cool.
So you showed us before we started that you have a couple of different looks. Is there a reason why, or do you enjoy creating new ones?
I love creating. I am really bad for it, and I have probably 100 different models just kind of chilling, to be honest with you. So I mean,
can understand that.
It's like clothes, you know what I mean? You can't have the same outfit twice. And for me, that's the same thing. I don't know. I go through different models, and it's oh well, I played this game, so now I need a model to kind of match the game. So I've got probably 30 different models to play different games. It's so bad. I probably spend so much time just kind of like just making models and retexturing everything. Like my entire day just goes to that.
Is it
That's what I would probably do
sad?
too.
I understand that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like I curate the behind my screen or anything, or like I like sit for 20 minutes and like put on different shirts and jackets and being like, yeah, this is what I want to go on streaming with. Man,
Do you
God.
really?
No, I
Not
said no,
surprising.
Sarah. I said no. I said no.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
learning
no,
all
I'll
sorts of
spend
things.
hours, and on top of it, right? Like you got to be TOS, so trying to find outfits and stuff like that that don't maybe flash bits and pieces and pixels that should not be seen for the world.
Oh my
It,
God.
it takes time, you know. Like
Could you
you gotta
imagine
be censored.
a really bad like a streamer who doesn't care, like literally measuring the amount of pixels they can show of skin and being like, yes, this is perfect. It's right on the line. uh,
I can see that.
so what do you play? I remember before we started the stream you mentioned that you used to stream on other sites. We won't mention those for rating's sake, but so I noticed because when we first I guess got introduced to you last week, I noticed you were playing a video game. Excuse me for not being good with video games. I don't play, so I'm floundering here. Someone help me.
I play a variety of games, to be honest with you. I kind of bounce around. I mostly focus on like MMORPGs. Currently, being Black Desert Online, which I've been playing for about 5 years now. Which is fun. It's a very grindy game. So if you're kind of like into the
I was
long
going to
commitment
ask
kind of
about
games,
that one.
Sorry, what
Yeah.
game is it?
I used to be a World of Warcraft player, so grind isn't a problem.
oh yeah. But I personally love it. I think it's a great game. It's constantly changing. There's constantly different things and new classes coming out. So it's really, even though you've been playing it for so long, it feels like a new game every few months, in all honesty. And then I just kind of go from that to like Dark Souls 3, and then from that to like Call of Duty. It really varies. It just depends on the day, you know?
CS:GO
I
for
get that.
life.
I could not get into that game. I was so bad at that.
Oh, it's all about the deagle headshots. Dark Souls though, Dark Souls would be fun. I haven't.
Oh, I
still
love
haven't-
Dark Souls.
I still haven't played the third one, but
Oh, the third one is amazing. I highly suggest it.
so going back to just being a VTuber. So, I mean, like we were talking earlier about setup, and we were talking earlier about just setting up our streams. So tell me about so what performance do you have under your hood? Like how much does this hurt your computer? Like I'll be honest, I run this all off a really really good laptop, which still runs this a little hot sometimes.
To be honest with you, my computer is not the best. I mean, I used to run a lot worse, that's for sure. But I recently was able to kind of get a better computer. It's pre-built, so but it's only like 16 gigabyte 2060 Super. Like it is nothing fancy. It's and it doesn't really take up much on my computer either. Like it's not a very demanding program. To be honest with you, Streamlabs takes up more on my computer than this software that I use does.
So would you say it's more demand? Well, okay. So weigh that against being a VTuber. Is it more demanding being a VTuber than actually using the equipment? That was a leading question. You don't have to answer that.
Can you reword that? I don't know. Like my brain
Yes,
is
I
a
can
little fuzzy.
completely reword that. Like I said, that was a leading question. You don't have to answer that. What I want to ask is, so in being a VTuber, what is an actual struggle that you find? Because I find the struggle with just being a talk show host or just doing a talk show is one time we've had meetings over where the direction we want to go and what kind of program we want to put forward. And so we can understand the struggle of not just finding an audience, but finding a direction that we want to go with. So what are some struggles that you found, especially being a VTuber, that you'd find would be pertaining towards a VTuber? I still can't word that right.
I guess I don't know. I feel like the hardest thing right now, especially, is as silly as it sounds, to having people take you seriously. I mean, I get it. Yes, I am an anime girl. You know, it is what it is. But like when,
But you're
for
not.
example, like,
You're
well,
not an anime
true.
girl. You're just
True, but I'm
Yeah, yeah.
portraying as one, and that's what they see, right? Like they just see the character.
just pretend to
And
be
that's
an
kinda-
AI. Oh my god.
but it really just comes down to the whole like finding a demographic that appreciates the art and the character itself, and not really the idea behind it. Because like a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, maybe you're just embarrassed of what you look like, and that's why you're doing it." And that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like it's not anything like that, and it really depends on the person. But for the most part, most VTubers really do it because it's a really cool different way to stream, and it's a different aspect, and it's a new creative um platform where you can kind of be something that maybe you're not. Like, I mean, I'm not a witch cat girl in real life, so I like it's
But if you
Yeah.
were,
if I were, I would be flying
That's
around
exactly
doing
what a
crazy
witch cat girl would say.
Does seem
Um,
likely.
but yeah, no, that's like the only thing really is finding like the demographic that really enjoys it. Because I know a lot of like for when I stream Call of Duty, I have a lot of people that'll come into my stream after I've killed them, and they'll be like, I just died to a cat girl. And it's like, well, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So I think that's
perfect.
like my biggest struggle, in all honesty, is just kind of finding people that will take you seriously in this kind of state.
I understand. I do. Trust me. Especially with some of the things that we talk about, like it's really hard. But I would say one way I've found is comedy. Is you make them laugh. It's like if someone comes in on your stream, I would say to them, it's like, "Oh, I got killed by some cat girl." I'll be like, "Yeah, you suck, noob," and just shit on them.
Yeah.
That's also just entirely your personality, though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It really is.
That's how you react to everything, John.
Sorry, the inner asshole in me just likes to,
Yeah.
rub the salt.
Yes, yes, it does.
What about you? Does anyone else have any questions? I asked the chat if anyone wants to say anything. No one said anything yet. I could keep going. I have a whole list of questions here.
Go ahead.
Okay. Moving down. So, what did you stream? Like, so you mentioned that you used to just do like anime pictures. What got you into streaming then? Obviously, it wasn't to do this. This is just something that evolved from it. So,
No, to be honest with you, I used to have a really big struggle with public speaking and just talking to people. After high school, I really isolated myself from people. So to kind of overcome that and to kind of get used to social interactions, I thought maybe streaming would be the best option, because it kind of puts me up against that fear of having people constantly like judging you, which was like one of the biggest things that kind of ruled my life at the time. So it most definitely helped with like my self-confidence, and that was like the biggest thing that I wanted to do and come out of it. But also my friends and I were just the biggest goofballs, you know what I mean? Like the amount of crap that we could come up with on the spot that was just silly, and no one would believe us that it happened if I didn't record it. So I just needed a platform where I could be able to kind of be like, yeah, this happened and here's the proof.
I can also understand that some of the things that my friends said were so outlandish and so awesome that I was like, man, this needs to be a show. Would people listen to it? And the answer was yes and yes. But so
Yeah.
so that's how you led into streaming, and then I'm guessing it just evolved from there.
Yeah.
Have you found that it accomplished what you were looking for?
Most definitely. Yeah. No, I would never have been able to do this when I first started streaming, like coming on here and actually like talking to people. And I mean, like, I never would have tried out VTubing, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of, I don't know, it's really most definitely helped my social anxiety and like talking to people and stuff, for sure.
That's awesome.
That's great. This has helped me with the same thing. So having this talk show has helped me a lot with things like social anxiety as well. So I can understand that. It's kind of nice.
Oh, most definitely. I love it.
And people actually commenting. I know they're like, we do have some people that comment, and we do have some fans, and it makes it nice. That is always nice.
It's true.
So, you also, but you do have a real job, just like all of us.
Yes.
You have a real job. You do the real works.
Yes.
Is it a profession? Is it just a part-time or full-time job? You don't have to tell me what you do, but
That's okay. So I recently just got a part or a job working for a school board, the school board for the public school board, and I'm a cleaner. It is what it is, but I absolutely love it. I don't have to talk to anybody, so it's nice, and I get to lock up the school at the end of the day. So it's a pretty chill job, and I mean there's full-time opportunities and moving up and forward, and my goal to kind of become more of like a supervisor and stuff. So it will become a full-on profession in the future, but right now it's just kind of like part-time.
what did Dave
As
Chappelle
someone
call it?
as someone who works in schools, thank you so much. Your job is so necessary and so appreciated.
Yeah, Sarah's a
thank
math
you.
teacher.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
Math
Yeah,
and
no,
English
I-
and all sorts of other things.
I've got like 8 classrooms and then like I don't know 7 bathrooms.
Yeah,
and
you
you would think
are the
it's
real
gross.
hero.
Like you
No.
think it's gross, but in all honesty, it's really not. Like you clean it every day, so it just kind of becomes the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
but
makes
sense.
seriously, you are a hero. For doing
What
that.
did
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, thank you.
what did Dave Chappelle call them? You're a
Trying to
from
look up that. That's from Half Baked.
Half Baked. Yeah, what did he call himself? He was also he was something custodian. He was a super fancy name for it, and it's actually what it's called. It's not professional custodian. Oh, Jeremy, you gotta look this up for me.
No, I know it's hurting me.
Have you ever?
Jeremy is our fact checker.
You know what we're talking about, Steggy? You ever seen Half Baked?
No.
Oh my god! So me and Jeremy are just showing our age right now. It's okay. We're the old ones of the group.
To be honest with you, I don't really watch a lot of TV, so or like movies and stuff like that, so I wouldn't really know a lot of.
Same. Oh my god! You know what I haven't seen, and I'm gonna. Oh, I've been wanting to say this on stream for a while. I have never watched Infinity War. Yes. Oh, not the only ones.
What
Wow.
triggered to my boyfriend the worst was I've never seen like Harry Potter, and I've never seen like Lord of the Rings, I've never seen Star Wars, Star Trek, like you name it, and he's like the biggest weeb, right? So when I told him that, he almost broke up with me. I'm not even joking, he almost broke up with me. He's like, we're watching these
wow.
and you have no choice.
I mean, valiant effort by your boyfriend.
Those are like the only things I do watch. So.
Yeah.
Oh, someone a comment in the chat. Someone's disappointed with you.
I
That's
got
too
it.
bad.
Master of the custodial arts.
Master of the custodial arts. That's what you are.
Yes.
You are a master
Yeah.
of the custodial
I
arts.
love that.
Add that to your watch list. Half Baked.
Yeah. So now we all live together in New York. I myself am a master of the custodial arts, or a janitor if you want to be a dick about it.
I mean, I don't mind the name janitor, to be honest with you. Like, it is what it is, but I mean, the kids are super nice and like they keep everything relatively clean. I mean, there's the off days where they do questionable things, and you're just kind of like, why?
So
But-
elementary school?
Junior high.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not too
Oh.
bad.
No,
yes,
it's just
it is.
like stuffing Subway sandwiches down the toilets, and that's what my boyfriend has to deal with, and like and the graffiti
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like there's some questionable days where you just kind of look at it and you're like, I don't remember ever wanting to do this as a child. Why?
Junior high is a weird time.
Okay, just because we're on this topic, one of the worst things I ever did to a janitor. Okay, so we had a janitor who was a real dick in junior high. real dick. So what we did, because we had a high ceiling in our bathroom, and there's only one bathroom. This was an elementary school, junior high.
Okay.
Is we would just put spitballs on the roof.
Oh, you monster.
And we trained not just the other younger grades, but all the way down to like grade 3, the boys, to do it as well. And there's only one bathroom in the entire school. And we noticed it took about a week before I think they realized. I got one more for you. This one's in high school though. So this wasn't a prank on the janitors. We thought this was fun because our janitors, they used to sell drugs because they were awesome. So near the end of the high school year.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say that's some kind of awesome right there.
Right at the end of the high school year, my friends bought 14 herrings, like full fish, full size herrings. Labeled them 1 to 14. And we put number 14 right in front of the office. And we hid the other 13 around the high school. Like number 4 was in the light fixtures, and that one smelled bad. And it became a scavenger hunt for the janitors.
That's horrible.
You are
Oh my
such a
gosh.
monster.
Oh, I am so lucky that my kids don't do that. Oh my gosh.
So if
No,
you
I
ever
like it.
think you have it bad, just think back to those 2 stories and be like, my God, thank you. I don't have.
Honestly, like my school is really clean, but like my boyfriend, for example, his school, oh my gosh, like he'll have like boys use the toilet and then take stuff out of the toilet and put it in the sink,
Oh, nice.
and like and the girls will use their sanitary products to write on the walls. So they've got like, oh yeah, So, I am the lucky one for not having to do that kind of stuff. Jeez. Oh yeah. No, they take blood systems.
Things I could never say, but I can always never unhear. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, this was worded so well too. Oh, bravo.
That would be difficult to do too, though. Like,
Would it,
I
Sarah?
don't
Would it?
I don't get how they
Have you ever heard of Tampax?
John,
We don't need.
do you have an intimate understanding of menstrual fluid?
I don't need to.
Trust me when I say it would be difficult to
Oh, that was. So, moving on. So, do any of your kids know what you do? Because I know there's some
No.
streamers.
No, not really many people in like my real life really know that I stream or anything. Like my boyfriend knows and he's rather supportive. He loves it, you know. But that's about it. No one else really knows. I mean, I tell people I stream, but I'm not like, yo, I stream as an anime girl. Come watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't have it tattooed on your back.
Oh no. No.
Hey man, it's free real estate. It's free
true.
Free marketing.
free advertising, yeah. Oh man. So, like, how big's your audience so far?
To be honest with you, it's I like it. It's not big. It's a cute little small audience. I love them. I get like an average of like 6 viewers, and I love them. They're amazing.
Nice.
I mean, before I started, I was getting like 1 or 2 or 3, and now, you know, like it's as I started doing the VTuber thing, it is growing constantly.
Perfect.
And it's cool. I
Good for
quite
you.
like the little family that I've created.
Did you have
That's
you
nice.
have you thought of a cute name for your community yet?
No,
Like like stalagmites?
stalagmites. Oh gosh, no. I don't know. I just say that I love them, and that's about it. I don't really kind of refer to them as anything. We all just
Oh, you got to give them a pet name.
a pet name. I don't know.
Senpai needs to
minion.
notice them.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I
I
couldn't
don't-
resist.
It's rough because my name, like with the Steggy, it's like, what would I call them? My little Stegosauruses or something.
That's.
You could call them Tauruses.
Are you kidding me? And have a cute little Stegosaurus?
the giant.
That has like a little
Yeah.
heart on it. Are you kidding me? That's
Well,
amazing.
I used to have stuff like that. Like I used to have like a bunch of dino stuff around my room and stuff. It was cute. And for Christmas or not Christmas, my birthday, no Valentine's Day. Sorry, I got a huge like almost life-size T-Rex stuffy.
So you
like,
love dinosaurs. That makes
I
sense.
do. I do.
So that yeah, your little stegosauruses. Why not?
It could work. Yeah.
I think that's awesome. We've called the few people that are constant viewers our minions because we're
Minions.
we're super villains. Our
Nice.
ultimate goal is to get people to download our app.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
download it.
It's a really great app.
It is the best app, but
It
no,
really is.
We highly recommend it.
it's been so hard. But that's the ultimate goal. It's just
I
download.
mean, it's got downloads have gone up for it though.
It has.
Have they
That's-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
first like
saying.
that.
I'll download it.
It's called justlikeness.com.
Just.
Doesn't work on the Apple though.
Just
Okay, that's fine.
justlikeness.com.
It's pretty great. It does so
It
many.
really is.
In fact, there's 7 viewers in the chat. I'll give them a sample of what the likeness looks like, what they expect, the gorgeousness of what they expect if they download this app.
Are you showing the likeness right now?
I maybe. If they download this app, they will get this beautiful specimen. It can be yours for free. Likeness.com.
It's beautiful.
Download the app.
Download the app. That being said, so do you just use Twitch? Do you do YouTube as well? Have you
I've been
branched
thinking about
out?
starting YouTube, but no. So far I've just kind of been on Twitch. I really want to branch off into other things, and I've been kind of looking at different clips and stuff to maybe start posting on like TikTok and Twitch, just to kind of like grab a larger variety of audience members from different places, because I know it's very hard to grow on Twitch and such. So yeah, for sure, most definitely going to be moving to other things as well soon.
It really is. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
but traffic is
Oh, yeah.
easy apparently.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
keep
jeez.
burping. All right, moving down my list of many questions. So your program, do you is it a subscription? Is it free? Do you pay for it? Like,
So for like when I bought it, it was just a one-time payment. I think it still is, but it was a little pricey. It was $50, but I mean, it's constantly updated, and you get the free update, right? So, and it's really, really, really easy to use. It's almost brainless easy.
I mean-
it's just making the model that kind of took the time and took like the knowledge of kind of making 3D models and stuff, because I used to commission and make 3D models for other games. So transferring over
cool.
to making VTubing models was kind of really easy for me.
So then you have lots of experience making these types of models.
Yes, these kinds of models I used to make, like worlds and stuff like that. It was cool. It was a really cool experience. Most definitely one of the cooler things I've done in my life, that's for sure.
where
it sounds
did
to me
you?
like you're probably very artistic.
Most definitely. I really kind of like expressing myself through different means of art. So
Where did you? Where did you get these skills that you had? I say that
like
completely
3 years
seriously.
ago, 4 years ago, I started playing this video game called VR Chat, where you can go in as a desktop or as a VR user and be able to meet new people. And it was the same idea as like Sims almost. If you had like Sims and IMVU mixed together, like there was creators who could make their own models and make models public for other people to use, and then you could go in and be whatever you want. And if you wanted to fly in a world, you could do it. Like it was really cool. And like there's different things, like you could play Mario Kart in that game. Like they've created different scenarios in different places. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing, and if you've never done it before, I highly suggest it. Just the only problem is the community, like most, got really toxic really quickly. So trying to find friends in that community is a little rough, but if you're just there to kind of explore and have fun, it's a really cool experience.
That's so weird. I remember growing up, Jeremy will probably remember this, is we had Coke Planet.
Yeah.
And that
that Bombs World.
but Coke Planet, right? Like, it was the entire idea where, like, you go on a server, you make your own little, like, you just buy Coke products and you get to make your own little room. And, like, that never got toxic. That lasted forever. And, like, nowadays, now every single, like, I call it the chat roulette reckoning. Ever since chat roulette rolled out, everything just went toxic. And 4chan. Damn you, 4chan!
Like the toxicity with it is just like a lot of because it's mostly run by like teenagers and stuff like that, right? Like a lot of teenagers play that game. But the problem is because there's zero real security with the game itself, and there's zero like authority with it whatsoever, or any kind of like repercussions for your actions. There's a lot of really, really, really gross and negative things that happen in that game. There's been a lot of like pedophiles that have been caught on that, talking to like underage kids.
That's where I've heard it. Yeah, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about now. I'm sitting there like,
there's a lot of like really toxic people that will like grab your IP and stuff like that, and if you like annoy them, they'll like hit you off and stuff. So like in that sense, that's what I mean. Like it can get really toxic because there's some really nasty people on that game. But like I said, like if you're just kind of there to do your own thing and, you know, meet like the select few that are kind of nice, then it's most definitely a fun experience.
You know, in the time before Facebook and Nexopia and MySpace, we used to make our own websites. And I remember back when websites were free, everyone would just make their own website, and you could actually block IPs. And or CP Planet. And like the more like every time I hear more and more and more about toxic communities piling on people, it's like, man, why did we ever fade away from the old just make your own website and just have links to all this stuff that you can just host from your website? It still gives all that shit to all those links. It's just, you know, it's so much easier to block yourself out. I mean, like, one of the streams my the likeness is privy to is something called the kill stream. And that's what this guy does, is he just hosts from his website, and he can block whoever he wants because it's his website. And he just uses not Twitch, but like some other streaming program, I think YouTube or something, and just hosts through. But yeah, makes me sad because some of those games are good. I'll be honest, I played Nexopia when I was a kid. I missed that game. It got toxic so fast.
Everything does.
That reminds me of Pop Tropica.
I loved that game, dude. I grew up on that.
Pop Tropica? Okay.
Yeah.
No idea what that is.
It was like this
I never heard of that one either.
Time, old man.
browser game. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
I don't know. I haven't heard of it, so maybe it was after my time too.
Think like Club Penguin, but like bubble head people. It was weird.
Club Penguin?
Huh.
Evil rabbits.
It was the same kind of concept. It was just like they had these really cool like different worlds and stuff and quests that you had to do.
Yeah.
It was like the beginner MMO.
When I was a kid, there was a VeggieTales website that had games, and those were a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that website.
Webkins was another good one.
Yeah, I had Webkins. I had a whole bunch of those things.
Nothing will ever beat Stick Death. That the poor death of that site. Newgrounds, yeah. God, I'm so old. I can feel the age just creep on me.
Yeah, John, you're ancient. You're
Maybe
a dinosaur.
maybe I should start VTubing as a young. Nope, not finishing that sentence.
Just you.
Not finishing that sentence. Nope.
I mean, I've made models for
Nope.
male VTubers before.
There was a minefield in front of me, and I decided to step away. So that.
You don't want to bring back Smash Ketchum?
Oh no!
So I'm guessing this is something like, how often do you stream?
Well, because of work, I don't stream as much as I'd like to, so I stream maybe like once or twice a week. But once work kind of settles down and summer rolls around, I'm going to be streaming as much as I possibly can.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a set schedule for it, or do you just stream when you have time?
To be honest with you, I just kind of, it's really sporadic. Sometimes I'm just like, I am going to stream right now for like 10 minutes, and then I have to go to work. So hope you guys aren't here for a while, because it's not going to be a long one. Yeah, no, it usually, it's really sporadic, and I just kind of pop up once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we do a talk show, we try. I know there's probably people already yelling at me. Yes, no, we try to start at certain times.
Yeah.
It doesn't always go that way. Mostly because
it doesn't even always happen on the right day.
Also, I feel like if I were to set myself a schedule, I would get really burnt out. You know what I mean? Like, I would become more of a job, and that's not what I want. I want this to be more of like a fun experience where it's like, hey, come watch me be stupid for an hour and a half while I die constantly on a video game and try not to rage. Like, no. I don't think I could ever have it where it's like some of these streamers who are streaming like every single day. Like, I don't think I could ever do that, because I feel like at that point it would just kind of ruin it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, that's what I always think. But is this something that you would like to turn into a job eventually?
To be honest with you, no. Like,
You
I
just do
really
it for
like,
fun?
most definitely, like, I really enjoy it as like just like a side thing, meeting new friends, making a community and stuff like that, and kind of working with other creators in creating content and stuff like that. But in all honesty, like, I love my job and I love the career path that I really want to go forward with, and I think that it's most definitely a lot steadier of a path. So
Yeah.
I mean, this is a cool like side project, most definitely, but I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of want something that's going to be a lot more of a steady career path.
That makes a lot of sense. So that sounds like a very good choice.
Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, I own a restaurant. Sarah's a teacher. Jeremy's a cook. Grease Goblin's a grease goblin.
And also a cook.
Yeah.
Wait. What do I get paid for again? I know I had that contract with this, but
Sounds like
apparently I don't get paid
for
for
being a
that.
grease goblin.
Someone
You
else.
do all the other things on the side.
Does anyone else feel like he lives under a bridge and he just says he has a house?
It sounds like he's
I
living
don't
on
know what you're
bridge.
talking about.
All the swords are just all the knights he's killed over the years.
I've taken him to a house and watched him go through the door. That doesn't mean he stayed there, but it does mean someone allowed him to go inside.
Sarah, did
He's
you
really
just
good at picking locks.
Sarah, did you just admit to helping him with a break and enter? Because that's a crime.
Sarah, why would you do that?
Like,
It was the same
it's
house
not
like 4
illegal
times.
until you get caught, so it's okay.
Hey,
And now it's
words of
trying to drag me
wisdom.
out. Thanks, Sarah.
Nothing's illegal until you get caught.
Exactly.
It was the same house like 4 times though, so I feel like I don't know. Either they really
They
are
had
bad
cool
with
stuff.
security, or
Well, we'll move into the final stages of the show. Does anyone have any other questions for her, for Steggy? Also asking the audience. We have 6 people in the audience. If anyone has any questions, now's a
Yeah, I
good
don't
time.
bite hard.
Now's a good time to throw them out.
I don't know if I should believe that. Not with the way you said it.
Hey, we don't king shame here,
Yeah.
Sarah.
I'm not king
innocent.
shaming. I'm just saying I don't think I believe her. I didn't say it's bad.
We don't
If we did, John wouldn't be allowed here.
roll insight.
No.
No.
Is this real life?
I don't know.
Is it?
I guess I'll round off with a final question here. So,
Right.
if you, what's a dream? for this. Like you said, you do it for fun. Like I do this for fun
Yeah.
too. But there is like we neither of us can lie that when we lay to bed at night and we have those unscrupulous dreams that take us to far off lands. What is a dream? What would be a moment that you don't think would be real? If
I don't know. Like it would be really cool. Like I
Reach for
always
the
kinda
stars
wanted
here.
to have like a larger community, most definitely something that like I could just kind of like start streaming and have people talking to me right away and not having those stale moments where you're just kind of talking to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, because most definitely that does happen, and that happens to everybody, especially when they're starting out. So having a community, like a larger community, and like a group of people that you can kind of like, hopefully, you know, be a good role model for and stuff. And like, I think that's like the biggest thing as well is I want like people who watch me and like children and stuff like that to kind of see that like you don't have to be this beautiful girl in a bikini to stream and to have a large viewing, and for them to kind of be comfortable enough to be like, okay, well, you know, I like anime, I like being cute, like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I want them to be comfortable enough in their own body and stuff like that for them to be able to stream without feeling self-conscious, because I know that was like one of the biggest things for me was, you know, I struggled a lot with like body dysmorphia and stuff. So this was a really cool way for me to still be able to stream and like show off my personality and my creativity without having the weight of like how people view me as me. So and
I can
that's
definitely appreciate that.
yeah, and so just like being a bigger role model for people and having a larger community where I can actually do that and make out a positive message of like, you know, like this is okay, this is new, and you know, maybe have the VTuber community become a cool larger group, because I know right now it's rather small and like it is becoming a bigger thing, but there is also a lot of gatekeepers in the community of VTubing that you have to deal with, that are like, oh well, you know, you don't have a cute anime girl voice, so why are you doing this? Well, you know, because I want to be a cute cat girl, that's why.
That's a fair reason.
I cheated in that regard. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I dragged my friends on to do this with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're all locked in his basement.
so I didn't have to scream into
No.
the void ever. I always had someone to bounce off of. I cheated.
Yeah.
Except
no,
for that
I-
one time when
I
you
got really
yelled
good
about
at talking
playing
to myself.
Good for you.
And the problem is though is, you know, you do it so often that you start doing it at work. So I can't admit that the people at work think I'm a psychopath, because I will talk to myself sometimes and I'll be like, oh, I gotta do this. Okay, let's do this. Well, and I have people walk by and be like, who are you talking to? It's like, oh, myself. So, like,
I can admit that's happened.
oh yeah, no, it happens a lot. In all honesty, like my school's full of like rather young teachers, so it's rather embarrassing to be like, yeah, I'm talking to myself. Like I'm just a lonely janitor who sits in the
Oh,
back
that's
and
Smart
stuff.
people talk to themselves. Or the smartest people have to get
Exactly.
expert advice.
Oh my god. Oh, you should just get a little
It's
camera.
okay.
Get a GoPro and strap it somewhere on you, and you're always streaming, just live streaming your life. Who are you talking to? No one. Shh, guys, you can't let me get caught this time.
No, that
Oh,
would be
It's
actually
okay,
really
though.
cool. I wonder if there's a way that you could set it up so that like your camera that you took out like vlogging would be able to register VTubing while you're moving around. Because if you could like walk around the city like that, that would be cool, I think.
oh my god, the ultimate VTuber
would be
playing Pokemon Go while VTubing outside.
Yes, and have like a cute little Pikachu sitting on the hat or something. Yeah, that'd be
Oh, it'd be
I
a
would do that.
VTubing
sick. I would do
inception.
that.
Be
Yep, I would
VTube.
do that. That would be so cool.
Well, if that ever happens, you have to credit us for the idea.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna figure out how to do that.
Awesome. Well, it looks like it looks like from the 6 to 7 people in chat, no one wants to ask a question. So no one will fall to you.
There's just really disappointment.
It's just
Makes
disappointment.
sense.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I do appreciate it.
No problem. We should, if you ever want to come back on, or if you want to come on a one-shot Sunday and play with us on a D&D one-shot.
To be honest with you, I have never played D&D. Like,
That's even better. Oh my
It
god.
is.
A lot of
That's
fun.
what makes it great.
Yeah.
We would love to have you.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
This is when you promote yourself now.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck.
Well, PG-13. It's okay. It's PG-13 now.
Oops. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I stream on Twitch. It's SteggyX. I'm an 18+ streamer, as you can tell, because I do not have a filter. Yeah. If you guys like COD, BDO, stuff like that, watching models being created, that's kind of something I'm planning to do in the future. Is kind of show how VTubing models are made. If you're ever interested in that, then I do try to stream once in a while, at least once a week. So most definitely check that out. And I also have a Discord that's linked on my streams. So if you want to be a part of the community, that is also there as well.
Sweet.
Yee.
Yeah. Other than that, thank you again for coming on. I would like to thank all our viewers for watching. I'm infinitely sorry you had nothing better to do, but we're all glad you spent it with us here. Hey, that's our tagline, okay? We apologize for them having nothing better to do because we're that awesome. We're glad you spent it here. I am always a C4, joined with Sara, Vike, Sir Jeremy, and the Great Grease Goblin. Insanieac could not be here, unfortunately. But we had a great time. Hopefully Steggy comes back some other time soon. And yeah, hope you all have a great night. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Oh. Man, I could not stop burping that whole stream. Oh, and I haven't stopped recording. Good job.
We found something fine right at the
Nice
end there.
job.